I'm Daniel Montgomery here for our Meet the Experts Songwriters panel with Keeravaani from RRR, Benj Pasek from Spirited, and Diane Warren from Tell It Like a Woman. They each represent such different films and songs, so different from each other. Is there a genre or medium you'd like to write songs for that you haven't already, Benj?
Yeah, I think it's so cool to get to do what we do, but I think I'm so jealous of Diane that she gets to write these big pop songs, and I'm gets to work with, like, I got to be there when she got her honorary Oscar, and just getting to see just the scope of the amazing songs that she's written. I just can't even imagine what it would be like to have like songs on the radio like that. So I think that's such a cool thing that would be a dream of mine one day.
Yeah.
How about you, Diane?
Well, first of all, thank you for saying all those nice things, Benji. I know nothing about the theatrical world, so we're like, it'd be cool to do something sometime like that. I love writing in different genres because I don't stay in one genre very long. So it's fun to have songs that can be like, I was just in the studio Machine Gun Kelly last week, so I go from that to, Sophia Carson so it's kind of fun just to, be all over the place, really, what's important is that the song has to be great, whatever genre you're in. And actually, one song can be in different genres, You could flip a song, and if the song's great. I don't know if that answered your question, though.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, MM?
Hi, Diane. First of all, congratulations for, getting the honorary Oscar.
Thank you.
And of course, now the shortlist, and for everything you contributed to the music world. And I'm happy to share this conversation with you. And Benj, I've seen the Good Afternoon, and I was amazed by the quality and the coordination. It reminded me of the great work from The Fiddler on the Roof, which is my all-time favorite.
That is
and
so cool.
I want you to know that I am neither jealous of you or Diane, because I wish you all the best, and I am actually jealous of the music composer, whoever did for the movie Phone Booth. So that's the kind of work I wish to do in future. I've seen the movie Phone Booth by Joel Schumacher maybe 100 times or 200 times. I lost count how many times.
That was a crazy movie. That was a crazy movie.
Crazy movie.
Colin Farrell.
So whenever I feel very low or depressed or bored, I just put on the DVD or whatever format it is. I watch Phone Booth, at least a few scenes, and get refreshed and go to bed. So that's me.
That makes you feel good. Phone Booth, he's dark. That's a dark movie.
Phone Booth is my God. That's my prayer. That's my God. That's my breath, everything. So I'm very happy to be here in LA and sharing this wonderful platform with you. And I'm looking forward to the Good Afternoon becoming a tornado kind of movement and become bigger and bigger. All the best, Benj Pasek, to you, and to you too, Diane, and many more rewards and awards to you for all the good work you've been doing. I'm very happy to be here with you all.
Thrilled to be here with you.
Yeah, same.
And what?
I'm trying to understand that Phone Booth. Have you guys, anybody seen Phone Booth?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I think it's like when I go to bed listening to, murder podcasts or whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Same kind of thing. But exactly. Yeah, I relate.
Yeah, it's a great movie. You don't want to be, makes you not want to be a publicist, probably.
And what's I'm wondering, your favorite aspect? This is kind of like a big, broad question, but like your favorite aspect of creating music, what especially makes that an important aspect of your life and your artistry, Diane?
I just love to do it. It's breathing to me. If I couldn't do it, I wouldn't be able to live. So it's what I love more than anything is writing songs. So it's that simple.
MM?
And my favorite aspect of creating music is to score music for movies and that have intense emotions, larger than life. And sometimes a normal movie, normal story, with my music, it becomes a larger than life presentation. So that's what fascinates me all the time, scoring music for movies.
And Benj?
I think for me, it's about just capturing an emotion or capturing a character, getting inside the head of a character, and you get to capture a moment in time. It's like a diary entry of something that you're wanting to express, but so often in film, you're getting to take the high point of a character's emotion and you're getting to put it in a 4-minute little cocoon, and that is so cool to be able to capture something like that, and it lasts forever in a way. And for me, I was raised on songs from movies, especially the Disney Renaissance was incredibly influential in me, and for me, and that feels so synonymous. Music in movies feels so synonymous with childhood for me, and the way that how I grew up, and the lessons that have been imparted are all from songs, so they stick with you and they're part of your DNA. And to be able to try to create things that could be like that for future generations is a really cool job to get to do every day.
And what's your ideal space for creating music, like a physical space or just the environment that helps you creatively? MM?
To me, when whatever is a studio space or whichever is the DAW I am working on, whether it's a Logic or Ableton, that doesn't matter. But when I collaborate with a musician or a songwriter who can vibe with me on the same wavelength, so that gives me immense motivation, and that it's rapidly speeds up my creative ability. Who can understand me well, that person need not be excellent in his or her own area, but at least they should be able to understand what I'm trying to communicate. That gives me energy. The collaboration always gives me energy. But of course, I can work on my own. But whenever I collaborate with an instrument player, the lyricist, an artist, anybody at all, the collaboration is, there is a magic in collaborating with someone, because always magic happens when 2 or more people come together to create something. It's a magic.
How about you, Benj?
That's such a good answer. I feel the same way. It's less of a physical space and more it's about people for me. I love, as Emma was saying, it's like when I think of like any kind of creative spark is when 2 rocks, butt up against each other, and that's where the fire comes from. It's 2 things that collide in a way that you don't expect. And so that exchange, that reciprocity between artists, and even if you're writing on your own, you still have the conversation with a singer, you still have the conversation with your actors, you still have the conversation with the filmmakers. So it really is about that exchange of, getting to dream up worlds together and getting to create them and see them through. So yeah, again, it's less physical space and more about the people that you get to create and build with. And yeah, that's a really very, very cool thing to get to do and be in such a collaborative art form.
Diane?
Well, my disgusting writing room. That's where I really like to work at. So mine is kind of a literal space. I've never cleaned it in over 3 decades. I'm really comfortable in there, which doesn't say much about me, but I like kind of cluttery kind of places to work, and but wherever there's a guitar or a keyboard, actually, too. I'm not getting deeply philosophical there. I'm much more literal. You guys answered it so beautifully, and I'm like, yeah, just my disgusting room.
No, it's a good place, and goodness knows I have plenty of just these small places that just fit you, and
Yeah.
you know, it's always just a perfect way to work sometimes.
It's like a kid, you're being a little kid in your room, you know, and comfortable. So.
And do you any of you have advice for, you know, musicians, songwriters, you know, artists who are coming up in the business or want to be a part of this business? Benj?
Oh my, I was hoping you'd ask the king and queen over here as opposed to me. But for me, I think just like watch and listen to as much as you possibly can. I feel like so many of the things that I have learned are, you know, you can really give yourself so many college educations just by going to cast albums or watching movies and just consuming and living in these things. There's so often when we're looking to write a song for a moment or understand what would make sense to drive story forward, we look at, okay, what happened? Honestly, and reference like Fiddler on the Roof. Like I was thinking about a Fiddler on the Roof song yesterday for a different show. And it's like, okay, how did they achieve this in Fiddler on the Roof, written in 1964? You know, like there are so many like breadcrumbs that are left, you know, by everyone who's done this before. So just consuming as much as possible and knowing that there are answers and there are clues that are hidden for you. I think that's a big part of it. Not thinking that you have to just create it out of nothing, but there really is so much that you can build upon and draw from.
Diane?
Do it because you love it. And if you really want to do it, be great, not good. Don't do it for anything except out of love, because you're going to get a lot of doors slammed in your face. It's not an easy thing to do. You know, making it in this business is not easy, as everybody here knows. So do it out of love.
Yeah, my advice is for any artist, particularly who creates music or any work of art, the first admirer should be yourself. You should be liking your own creation. There is nothing called that I don't like it, but I'm hoping the world may like it. That won't work. Yeah, if I like it, then whether the world likes it or not, that's different. You should like your own composition or creation or writing, anything at all. Then the success already happened. When the world also likes it and recognizes and applause, and that's like a bonus. So you should be your first fan and your first audience and your first admirer. That's what the
Give yourself
secret
some
of
applause.
applause and more applause.
Sorry.
That's what I believe. That's what advice I can give if I'm asked to.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you, Benj.
Well, I would like to give all of you a round of applause for your work, and congratulations on making the Oscars shortlist. Best of luck with that. And it's been a pleasure talking to you all about your work.
Great talking to you guys.
Great to share the space with you. I'm such fans. This is really fun.